Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. You see this video I'm doing right now? They're going to take it down. I'm certain of it. I'm going to tell you who they are. I am going to break down exactly who the world, runs the world, pretty much. And again, so save this video to your computer. I also have a complete breakdown of this for you. You subscribe to my newsletter. It's in there right now. It's waiting for you in your inbox. This is there. We're going to cover it. So, before we get there, let me just briefly sketch out this market today. And it really wasn't the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, or the NASDAQ. Yes, we got gains there. Nothing dramatic considering the lies, the deceptions, the distractions here. It was the 10-year yield. I mean, we got a bond market that doesn't know which way is up, which way is down anymore. Completely out of control with the master of chaos here. The puppet. You know who I'm talking about here. Every other word contradicts the one before it. And there's something else that's going on behind that too. Maybe we'll talk about that. But so yes, we did have a gain in the stock market. The 10-year yield much higher than this morning. Again, definite instability in this debt market. It's a time bomb. It's going to go off at a time of their choosing, of course, to issue in the new system. We're going to talk more about that in just a moment. You guys can hear me okay? Magic, you got me? Everyone can hear me all right? Anyway, we got cryptocurrencies catching a bid. We got gold down, silver higher. Thank you, Salty Dog. I appreciate that. Crude oil getting blasted on the back of this global destruction that's going on here via the mechanism of artificially suppressed rates. It's not going to stop. It's a wrecking ball. And that's kind of where we stand today with this whole freak show here. And they're not done with us, people, because again, this is what's happening here is a deliberate takedown of the system. We are really living in very interesting times, and we're witnessing things happen that we knew, if you've been with me for any length of time, we're going to unfold. It's accelerating very fast. And so let's just cut right to it. So who pulls the strings? A full breakdown of the global control systems. I want you to look at this. Spiritual parasite, bloodline dynasties, financial cartels, central banks, Bank of International Settlements. So who pulls the strings? Let's pull back each layer one by one. And let's talk about who the real puppet master is. Anyway, what do they control? What do we're going to outline it all here, control. Every modern currency is born in debt. Central banks don't print money. They loan it into existence at interest. Think about what I'm saying. It goes beyond that too. Everybody who lives under the rulership of a central bank works for the privilege to borrow this debt into existence in the form of currency. Okay, it's debt. These are units of debt. They are not units of wealth. Okay, not only do you work for the privilege to borrow those bills into existence here or loan it into existence, that's all it is a loan. You see, I wrote it here. Loan into existence. You now owe it back to the issuing central bank plus interest that they create, poof, out of nothing. And we have been told or sold that this is real money. This is how the system is supposed to function. It's an incredible thing. So these institutions are not governmental. You all know that. As an example, I use the Federal Reserve, which is a private banking consortium. So we really have to start digging deeper, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So what is above them? or the Federal Reserve or central banks. It's the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS. Most of you know this stuff. This sits on top. Headquartered in Basel, Switzerland, it oversees and coordinates central banks globally. And these operate in secrecy, immune from international law. Little typo here. I wrote national law here. They're even immune to police searches of any kind. There's no way to get in there. Paul Ryan, thank you. Now, the system. Let's talk about the system as we break this down. Again, this is just the first layer. Debt is infinite. We all know that. They keep finding reasons to pull debt into the now war, expansion of war. Do you realize we are now in a 24/7 war in Yemen? For 5 or 6 weeks now, not a peep from a single mainstream media, any media outlet. They're not even talking about it here. We are at war. The United States is at war. Again, it's not about terrorism. It's not about shipping lanes. It's allowing, in this case, the Federal Reserve to fund it all to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. But you see, they think you're stupid. If it's not in your face, if you're not seeing it in the news, it's not happening. But it is. The system, debt is infinite. Money is temporary. Inflation, recessions, bailouts. All of this is engineered. Thank you, Paul Ryan. I appreciate that. Purpose, why? To enslave nations, to compounding interest and make governments servants to debt, okay? Not servants of the people. I think we're pretty much on the same page. I could have expanded on this, but I could write pages. Here's the second layer. Financial cartels, the infrastructure of control. The big players, most of you know who these are, all right? They've been revealed to us, but I'm going to name them here. BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, they own everything. Banks, media, henceforth why they control what you're allowed to see. Defense, pharma, tech, everything. The IMF, World Bank, World Trade Organization, they loan to nations, then force austerity and policy changes on we the people. The Trilateral Commission. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations, CFR, the Bilderberg Group, global planning without democracy. Okay, how it works. People, this is pretty profound stuff. BlackRock and Vanguard are mutual owners. I think we all know that here. It's a snake eating its own tail. They are in every single boardroom, every government, every global crisis. They're the ones that do the vetting for the presidency. Do you know that? How many of you actually know that when a president is going to run for office, we don't get to vote for anything? They are vetted first behind closed doors. We're not even allowed to know who's there. I'm telling you who it is. Every single president goes through the same thing. Trump did, Biden creature did, Obama creature, all of them, Bush creature, they all do the same thing. They go to get vetted first. And this meeting happens on Wall Street. Just so you know, behind closed doors, no minutes, no photographs, nothing, in complete secrecy. You don't believe me on this one? Maybe you need to do a little research on this. Now, let's move forward. How it works. As I said, BlackRock and Vanguard are mutual owners. They sneak eating its own tail. They're in every boardroom, every government meeting, vetting, every global crisis. Control is silent. Profit is infinite. Purpose, consolidate power, collapse borders, build a corporate Babylon where everything is monetized, even human behavior. Layer 3. Bloodline dynasties. Let's really break this down. If you've been with me for any length of time, I have explained to you that a handful of families control the world. Seems a little abstract to you? No, it's a fact. These are the names. I'm going to reveal all the names to you right here and right now. The families that run it all. The hidden families, the Rothschilds, centuries of banking power, especially in Europe, Rockefellers, petroleum, pharma, education, medical control, more families, Schiffs, Warburgs, DuPonts, Windsors, each control a realm. War, food, science, monarchy. There's a whole list here of what they do and what they control for you guys and girls, okay? How they operate, not elected, not visible. They own central banks. These are the owners. Everyone asks who owns the central banks. These are the families that own the central banks. Major insurance companies, key media outlets, Ivy League schools, they manipulate from above, steering, never rowing. They thrive on our blood and our guts, and all they do is pick puppets to lie to us and deceive us, like the current puppet Trump. The puppet, that's who he is. That's who they all are. I know this is not new to you if you've been with me any length of time. Purpose, quiet control through ownership, permanent power, no term limits. Layer 4. This is what you really need to know here, people. Spiritual parasite, the beast behind the system. You guys and girls who have been with me for any length of time have heard me say repeatedly, they're not human. They're not human. They're not human. Go back as far as you want to go. You've heard it come out of my mouth. They're not human. They're not human. They're not human. So again, layer 4, spiritual parasite, the beast behind the system, the true puppet master. This is not human. It's a spiritual force, an inversion of divine will. It thrives on lies, chaos, fear, inversion of all natural order. People, this is exactly what we're seeing, and this is why we're seeing what we are with Trump. This, then that, then the other thing. Look here, don't look there. Again, this is who he serves. They all serve it. They all pledge an oath to it. It is not human. It is a thing. Known by many names, Babylon, Mammon, the adversary, Satan, many more. Its goal, replace nature with tech, replace God with state, replace freedom with safety, replace truth with compliance. Its final form is not money, people. It's control over our own consciousness. It's control over our own consciousness, people. They're trying to dispossess us, possess us, whatever. But you and I, we're too strong. We see right through it why we're reconnecting to the source. Like I've been telling you guys and girls. The next phase, digital prison, tokenized money, central bank digital currencies. Everybody knows it's coming. But let's review. Central bank digital currencies will expire, be programmable, and trace every transaction. You will not own the money. You don't even own it now. You will license it from the system. Kind of exactly what we're doing right now, owing it back with some kind of interest. People, you can't make this stuff up if you try to. Social credit and ESG, your ability to spend will be tied to behavior, carbon use, vaccination status, political allegiance, whatever they got to do. Digital IDs, biometric lock-in. No ID means no access to food, travel, healthcare. Biometric databases, retina, DNA, gait, face are already in use, tied to your digital wallet, health records, and compliance history. Does this sound familiar to you? Does it ring true to a particular book maybe you're very well aware of? It's called the Holy Bible. You can't make this stuff. AI policing and surveillance grid, cameras with facial recognition, predictive behavior, monitoring. Try to not comply. Well, they're going to have you by the throat. Global emergencies equaling justification, climate, wars, viruses, cyber attacks. It doesn't matter. The end game is total control, people. I've been telling you this since I don't know how freaking long now. And the crisis is going to be the excuse. Crisis to crisis to crisis. And it's all engineered. Nothing is by accident. Are we on the same page here? But people, you are not powerless. We are not powerless. There are billions of us. But I'm just going to talk to you as a lion, as a member of this pride that we've built together. This pride is rising. Together we can pull out of the system, own assets outside of their control. I listed a few here: land, gold, silver. I added crypto, okay? But there's a caveat in there. But you probably know where I'm going. So I'm just going to say land, gold, silver, crypto, yes, but. All right, I'm going to put a but in there. We're going to refuse digital ID. Fight it at the local level before it rolls out. People, let your voice be heard now. If you think I got this right here, and I'd be willing to bet that 95% of you are going to say Greg got it right here. Do you think maybe now is the time to start speaking out, to let your voice be heard? Speak truth, because people, silence is compliance. Silence is compliance. Thank you, Clemente. I appreciate this. Return to the source, as I've been telling you, the Most High. Our refuge um, is in our clarity. People, our alliance with the source. People. We need people to lead. Okay, the confused out there. We are going to need voices. And that's where you and I come in. I really believe this, when this whole grid shifts. Now, any of you recall this one particular thing I'm about to say here? It's a quote from the book. The meek shall inherit the earth. Why? Because they see through the illusion. And lions, we must, I didn't write that, we roar. Okay? We have to, if you believe what I have written here is true, or even has any truth to it, what are you intending to do with this information here? Do you intend on sitting on it for yourself? You intend on sharing this with other people? You're going to engage? What are you going to do? Because we have to come together. We have to unify as one voice, people, because I'm telling you right here, this is it. This is it. You want to know who's pulling the strings? I can't imagine a better outline of this. And again, this is in your inbox. This is free information. I hope you guys utilize this and think about what it means for you, for your family, for your loved ones. We are now really at a time where action must be taken. Do you see how things are around you? Do you see where we're going from here? Or does the truth still elude you? It's too obvious. It's too obvious, in my opinion. But again, I want to hear from you guys and girls on this. Did I make any sense to you? Is what I said here, is this, people know the truth when they hear it? Does this ring true to you? Are you saying, you know what, this sounds right, and I want to take action. I want to be part of the solution. People always ask me, hey, Greg, what are the solutions? I go for solutions all the time. With regard to the financial system, people, it's too easy to fix. I don't know how to say this to you another way. The dumpy president who serves the devil, Satan, because again, he took the oath into the system. They can't become president without taking the oath into the system. The meetings that go behind closed doors here. You're not privy to this stuff. You don't believe that happens. I'm going to urge you again to do your own research on this, okay? President Trump is not aligned with you. He is aligned with the dark force. Elon, why do you think they've been partnered up here? The Baphomet suit, the upside down cross, all that. They reveal themselves to us. Are we not able to recognize the incarnation even when it's in our freaking face? Honestly, Zan, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think so, bro. I've heard about this for a very, very long time. But let me hold that thought for just a moment. Again, President Trump, any president has the ability to turn this around. We could end the system. Trump knows this. If we know this, and he took the oath, do you think he's not aware of every sentence, every word on this piece of paper here, these pieces of paper? Of course he is. He can't allow you to know the truth here. He's got to work with the Federal Reserve to empower them. That's why we are at war, to allow them to inflate. That's why he is calling for a weaker dollar, to allow the Fed to inflate the system. He could end it now via instituting the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. By executive order today, the Fed would die. It would end, and that would stop the reign of central banks around the world. It would break up this entire monopoly of control. But it has to start somewhere. President Trump has no interest in doing this because, again, he's in on it. He's taken the oath. He knows what's going on here. He's not aligned with you. None of them are. Neither was Biden. Kamala wouldn't have either. None of them. They had to choose the right person. I told you before this election, whoever was selected would be the number one traitor to the United States. And if it was Kamala, it would have been her. Just happened to be Trump because he has a magnetic force on people to brainwash them. What has he done? Other than securing the borders, what has he achieved so far? Nothing. Zero. Working with the Fed to deconstruct the system, calling for a weaker dollar via artificially suppressed rates, allowing the system to inflate. Do you see it yet? Or does it still elude you the truth here? We have to really, people, listen, man, I don't know another way to put it. The system is so perverted. So Greg has lost a lot of credibility. From what? People, do you see what we have to deal with here? This is not a human being either. When you see these things, these are also entities possessed, okay, that are going to do whatever they can do to convince you that this is not true. They can't stand the truth. They hate it. It burns them from the inside out, because if more people understood this, more people would take action. Madison, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I'm not going to shave. I'm sorry. Love you back, but this is me, man. I have freed myself from the Babylon outfit, man. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Anyway, guys, I go. So just be ready for what you're about. When we talk about truth like this and we reveal it this way directly without sugarcoating it, and we tell people how it really is, they can't take it. You understand? Because they know in their heart that it's true. And these things out here, they're not human either. They're not human. I've been telling you this for years. Axiom, thank you, bro. Love you. Love all you guys and girls. I mean this. Lava, everybody. Listen, I think we're gonna. I mean, do you guys and girls want to talk about anything else here, or is this it? I mean, I don't know what else to say. I really, people, have put every ounce of who I am, my heart, my soul, my spirit, into everything that I do for you guys and girls, because I really believe in what I am saying. I really believe that the truth is, it's always there. It's hidden in plain sight, which is on the cover of every video I put out. It's incredible. It's incredible. Anyway, look, man. I'm gonna stop here. Now, again, this is in your inbox, people. If you subscribe to my newsletter right now, I'll also put it up on Steam. If you choose not to subscribe to my newsletter, but I hope you do, because I put a lot of stuff out in my newsletter. Again, link in the description of this video. You're not going to find anywhere. I don't even put a lot of stuff on Steam. Thank you. Look, I don't think they're going to confiscate gold or silver. I think they may put a value on it and then maybe try to take it, possibly make it illegal. I don't know. Anything is possible. That's really the truth in this system of maximum control. But we got, well, I just have to see how this plays out. And this goes beyond gold and silver, beyond the financial markets. We're fighting for our survival on a spiritual level. If you cannot see the devils right now that are being put in front of you, and I'm talking about Donald Trump as well, the devil, a reflection, a mirror, because he's being told what to say, when to say it. He took the oath behind closed doors. He knows what's going on. Every word of what I just said, he's very aware of it. And more so than you could possibly imagine, or even myself. We're just scratching the surface, but he's in it. He's embedded in it. He's been shown the hideousness behind the mask. Most people just see the mask. They don't see what's behind it. You take that mask off, things get ugly really quick. Sound about right to you? Anyway, guys, we're kind of we're all on the same page. At least I think we are. It's nuts, but this is reality. What we're seeing here, and I can't imagine how people can't see how it's too obvious now. You see, in this age of information that's at your fingertips, all this stuff. Now, look, as I said, I wrote all this stuff down here for you. It's in your inbox. If you think that what I've put here is wrong, okay, whatever I've written here, research it yourself. Look these things up for yourself. I'm not here to change a single one of yours mind. I want you guys to think about these things. Not only do people know the truth when they hear it, and I believe that, but I want you guys and girls to take a minute, go through this. If something hits you the wrong way that I put here, research it yourself. Find out on your own. Make up your own mind. Tell me where I got it wrong. I am willing to accept that I may have gotten things wrong here, okay? And we are always stronger together. But this is it, in my opinion, all right? Anyway, that's kind of it. I know Trump did not put his hand on the Bible, and every excuse on this planet has been already made up as to why President did not put President Trump did not put his hand on the Bible. It was late. It was held in the wrong position. It's so obvious. They are there. They're everywhere. They reveal themselves to us right here on this blog. You're going to see it too. It's the dark force, people. It's the real puppet master. All right. Anyway, guys, just listen. Love you all from the heart with all I got. I'm going to ask you to please share this video. Yeah, you remember that voice from hell? I still get chills. I have it saved on my phone, and every time I hear it, it sends a shockwave. No, evil is not too powerful. It's not in any. Evil is so weak. It can't stand the truth. But if we keep throwing truth at it, if we unify, we could take it down. People think that evil is too powerful. It is the weakest thing possible. When you reconnect with the source, okay, you'll laugh at how weak it is. It's too weak. It can't survive. We've already won. You understand? We've already won. But now we have to put our money where our mouth is. Right, Edward? Thank you. I appreciate that. Sound about right to you? I'm telling you, people, a demonic evil force is now in charge of this nation. Not really. It's just a puppet. We know who the dark force is, who the real puppet masters are, but who the real one is. And it's not human. It's not human, as I've been trying to tell you guys for years and years. I've been telling you it's not human. They're not human. Now I'm more open about it. But all these things that I've been putting out for years on my blog for you guys and girls, did you catch it? Did you catch those little subtleties that I've been throwing out? I hope so. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get out of here. And I want you to ponder these things. I'm going to ask you to share this video. I'm going to ask you to comment. Call it out when you see it. When you see these comments here, personal attacks on me because they can't attack the message, okay, on you. Call it out for what it is, but don't engage it because it thrives on your fear, your anxiety. It wants to get you riled up. Realize that's what they're trying to do. It thrives on their food. These entities, they're not human here, okay? When you fight with them, it makes them stronger. They try to suck your will. I don't engage them. Once in a while, I'll throw out a little silly comment. I know what they are. I can recognize the incarnation. So could you. Don't engage them, and don't. If you want to laugh at them, that's one thing. But don't get angry because that's what they want. They want you to feel anxiety. They want you to feel stressed out. That's how they thrive. You understand? But you're not going to give that to them. Exactly. Stay calm. Like lava. You listen to lava. Everybody here, you see lava? Click on lava. I want you guys to subscribe to this woman. Her voice is angelic to me. I can listen to her talk about anything. Just it's amazing. She'll put you right where you need to be. All right, guys, listen. That's kind of it. We're gonna get out of here. All right. Love you all. I hope you guys and girls will share this video. If I've earned your thumbs up here, if you got something out of this, I would appreciate it. And we got to come together, guys and girls. It's time to unify as one voice. If you don't feel like you're a part of this team, if you don't see the way things that I think we all do here, why are you really here other than to deflect, lie? Again, there's a lot of things here that aren't human. Just be ready for that. All right. I'll see you guys and girls in the morning. That's all.